We just got back from Trek. I just did a 14-hour drive, just got home, and I had this video topic come up. I got some other great videos coming up. You want to make sure you subscribe so you can see these, because we had a great time out there and you'll never guess who I ran into. But I wanted to talk about something that someone brought to my attention, and I think it's kind of interesting, but at the same time, I do think it's a major thing that could happen that could shake up the bike industry and totally change everything. And I think people are kind of underestimating what could potentially happen, and they don't really look at the long-term effects of what they say, I don't think. Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I do have a little common sense. And a lot of people keep bringing up this situation with Walmart, how the bikes are badly assembled. Now, I was talking about the new Walmart bike that's coming out, the Ozark Trail Fast Flow, and somebody left a comment saying, okay, what happens when they break? Who's gonna fix them? And they were insinuating that you gotta go to the local bike shop, so why not buy a bike from the bike shop? Now, when they said that, it really made me think. Most casual riders don't even feel comfortable or confident walking into local bike shops. So if Walmart had something like that, you know they would be the first in line to go to Walmart for whatever they need. And think about how hard it is to get a mountain bike with modern standards for a decent price from one of these big companies. Walmart came in and gave us modern standards for under $500. And I remember I had somebody show me an invoice they have from a bike repair. It was like $900. I couldn't believe it. Like, what could you be possibly getting done on your bike where it costs $900? So just think about those things, and think about all the stuff that Walmart was able to give us on a mountain bike that we wanted from the big companies at a decent price. And they were able to do that for a fraction of the cost. So just imagine how much cheaper it'll be if they actually was able to repair your bike at Walmart versus a normal bike shop. I mean, you really gotta think about this. I don't think a lot of people are thinking about the possibilities that could happen and how it could really destroy a lot of local bike shops. Now, I know a lot of you might say, you support a lot of these Walmart bikes and you adding to the problem. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just showing customers what they could get at a decent price, because all of these companies up until this point decided not to, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm not about to tell people about bikes that don't make no sense. I'm just like, why would you buy that when you could just go to Walmart and get way more value for your money? It don't make sense. It's just like direct to consumer. A lot of these companies decided to go direct to consumer, and they were doing really good, and the local bike shops were struggling because of it, and now they're trying to go online. So a lot of this stuff you can just use some common sense and kind of see stuff coming in the future. And this is one of those things where I'm like, okay, all right, keep thinking about the assembly. I mean, you think it's hard for Walmart to hire people to get some assembly done? I mean, I think people just got to start thinking ahead instead of thinking of in the moment, and try to give the customers the best experience and the best value possible, because that's how you gain new customers. I thought to myself, if Walmart can make these bikes and get these bikes produced to the quality that we never thought that they could get them to, and they are really making an impact in the mountain bike industry, what makes you think that they couldn't hire bike mechanics? I mean, I don't think it's an easy thing to do. As a matter of fact, I think it's a long shot. But I think people are really underestimating what they could potentially do. I mean, this is a billion-dollar company. Now, I would prefer them not to. I like going into the local bike shops and talking to people. If any of you have ever seen me in a bike shop, or any people work in a bike shop that's had me in there, you know I'm always talking to you, and sometimes I'm talking too damn much. But I love that environment. I just love going in there to just talk bikes and just hang out with the guys. And I feel like if Walmart was to get a bike mechanic or get a bike shop in there where they repair the bikes, I think that would take away from the soul of what biking is all about. But just think about this for a second. How much sense does that make for somebody to say that? Because just imagine if Walmart invested into bike mechanics. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's attainable. The logistics might be a little bit off. You would have to put the bike shop in Walmarts in areas where bikes are highly ridden. I don't think it could be at just any Walmart because people would just be standing around with nothing to work on. But I do think it could be a possibility. So I think people are not really thinking about what they're saying yet. I really don't want that to happen, but I mean, just think about it. Look how far Walmart bikes have come. They got the trails out in Bentonville. If they decided to invest in some bike repairs in the store, who would ever go into a bike shop? Only the diehards would go in there. A beginner mountain biker or a beginner biker would probably never ever go back into a bike shop because you wouldn't need to. You could go in Walmart, get a decent bike. You can get all the tools and the air pump, everything you need, the helmet. You can get the bike built in Walmart. You can get the bike repaired in Walmart. So why would you ever need a bike shop? So I think people are really underestimating what could potentially happen if Walmart actually did something like that. And I wouldn't put it past them to be able to do something like that. Now, like I said, it might be in certain areas, but it can be done. A lot of people are saying, the assembly, the assembly, the assembly. This is 2025. Walmart showed you how easy it is to put a decent bike together. Now, you think they couldn't find a way to get the bikes put together in a more professional way? I don't think a billion-dollar company would have any issues with that. It's just the logistics and the supply and demand that would have to be there for them to invest in that, in my opinion. So I do think bike shops still have the edge, but I think people should probably slow down saying that kind of stuff and really try to accommodate some of these riders. Say they got a bike that needs repaired. That's just more money in the shop. And I know about the junk Walmart bikes. I mean, those go without saying. I mean, I even agree you probably shouldn't be working on those. But these new Ozark trails, they are definitely worth working on. It brings new business into the stores. And why not try to make them customers feel welcome and really give them a great experience? If they need something done to the bike, make sure you can do it the way they want to do it. Make them happy and make them lifelong customers. You could actually use Walmart as a funnel for new customers if you think about it. So I don't really think people are thinking this through when they say that. Assembling bikes is really not that hard. If they can get some people in there to do it and do it in a professional way, I don't see any reason for them to ever have to go to a bike shop again. And I don't want that to happen myself. Because I'll be real with you. If I want to go buy a bike, I don't want to go in Walmart. I want to go to a bike shop. I want to talk bikes. I want to see what's in there. I want the true bike experience. I don't want to walk into a big, huge Walmart, go to the bike section, and not really have anybody to talk to, because I'm not sure how the layout would even be. Dick's Sporting Goods, they have some mechanics, and REI even have some mechanics, but they don't have the deals like Walmart got. And they don't have the amount of locations like Walmart has. So Walmart really could be in a good position to really take over some stuff. So I really think people should really look into what they're doing and take it serious, because they can make a huge impact. And like I said, I prefer to go into a local bike shop. I'm not trying to experience going into a Walmart and getting everything done on my bike in a Walmart. Even though I think Walmart bikes are great and stuff like that, jumping into the bike repair scene, I just think that'll be too much infiltration. How many times have you done something to your bike and you were like, man, I gotta go get this fixed, and the bike shop is closed on Monday, or it's a Sunday and the bike shop is closed, or even a Saturday if the bike shop is closed? Imagine if Walmart had bike shops. This is what I'm saying. The convenience that would be available, even with expensive bikes. I guarantee you, people with expensive bikes, if that was the only place they could go, they would go to Walmart and get their bike fixed, especially if there were certified mechanics there. All I'm saying is, man, you better watch what you say, because we got the Ozark Trail, and just think if they come out with the a higher tier version of the Ozark Trails. And I know they're trying to test the waters out to see how much people are willing to pay, trying to give people more for their money than what they're used to when it comes to bikes. So I wouldn't put it past them to take that next step and really invest into the whole biking experience, where Walmart becomes the one-stop shop for anything bikes. I just want to jump on here, talk about that, and I want to know what you think, because a lot of people talk about Walmart bikes. They say, oh, it's decent, but the assembly, that's all they're worried about. I'm like, you think Walmart can't figure out how to get the bikes assembled properly? This is 2025. And if the volume is there, why wouldn't they invest in that? So I think people should really start taking this serious, because like I said, I don't want that to happen. So start treating those customers just like any other customer. Now, if they bring junk in there, that's a different story. But those Ozark Trails, I'm telling you, they are worth the investment to try to gain those customers. So I would use this as a funnel for new business if I was a bike shop owner. But let me know down in the comments what you think. This is something that I just had to talk about because that guy brought it up. And I'm like, all right, you keep talking and you're going to get something you don't want. Well, none of us want. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want that. I love the local bike shops. I love going in there, talking to the guys. A lot of people get mad at me in the comments because I don't fix my own bikes. I go to the local bike shop to get my bike fixed, but then they say advocate for the local bike shop. I don't know what kind of sense that makes. But let me know down in the comments what you think about this whole situation and what might be right around the corner if we allow that to happen.